Here are all the Easter eggs I could find in SML movie Brooklyn Guy's credit card. At the start of the video, Jeffy wants to eat paper to poop out trees and gets a paper cut on his finger when Marvin tries to stop Jeffy from swallowing the piece of paper, but it's not his actual arm. They used a fake arm to keep the actual arm from getting ruined, and the real one is tucked behind inside of Jeffy's shirt, and they put a marker line on Jeffy's finger, but if you look closely, you can see the hump on the back of Jeffy's shirt where the real one is at.
I'm still gonna eat the paper anyway. Jeffy, stop eating the paper! I'll have to. Give me the paper! What? You gave me a paper cut on my finger! Jeffy, it's a little tiny cut. You cut the ball!
Then Jeffy and Rose start whining like little which leaves Marvin no choice but to call Brooklyn Guy for the dumbest reason once again. Marvin then wants Brooklyn Guy to get band-aids at the store for Jeffy, but before he leaves, Rose asks if he can get her a Lunchable, and Brooklyn Guy asks if anyone else would like something from the store, and Jeffy asks for a Rainbow Donut stackable bigger to smaller yellow stick toy, but he actually has that toy already from SML movie Baby Jeffy, where you can see the toy in the thumbnail and video, which was 3 years ago, so we could have lost the other toy he had a while back. But originally he wanted the bigger version of the toy, which we then see after Brooklyn Guy gets beat up by Baby Jeffy. Jeffy is playing with a huge version of the toy which looks way bigger even if Brooklyn Guy decided to get the one at the bottom shelf from the store. But then it cuts to Marvin asking for socks for his shoes, and Rose says she doesn't have any shoes, which is actually not true. As seen in SML movie Jeffy's New Friend, you can see Rose wearing sandals, which is only seen in one video throughout the whole SBL channel. So technically Rose already has shoes, but they only got used once 3 years ago when the SML cast first started using the new human puppets for a video when they got sued at the time. But after Brooklyn Guy gets back to the car from the store, a homeless man starts begging for change. But since Brooklyn Guy doesn't have change, he gives him his credit card instead, since he thinks he can cancel it before he buys a lot of stuff. But his bank doesn't pick up the phone, which leaves Brooklyn Guy in a serious situation to attend of having to find the homeless man to retrieve his card back. But this is not the first time this has happened to him, as in SML movie Jeffy's Ball Pit. Jeffy uses Marvin's credit card to buy a ball pit, and Brooklyn Guy tells Marvin the story of how his credit card and information got stolen when he was doing an 18-hour open heart surgery on a patient. And he got hungry, so he let the patient and nurses know about him going to lunch. And Brooklyn Guy finds out there's a vending machine that only takes credit cards, and the only thing he keeps getting is Cheez-Its. So he buys the whole row of Cheez-Its, and he notices a guy with binoculars watching him buy them. And he thinks that guy is with the Cheez-It Corporation, keeping track of how many Cheez-Its a single person can buy. So Brooklyn Guy thinks he's gonna win a contest, so he starts buying more Cheez-Its and swipes his card really slow to make sure the guy with binoculars is getting all of his information, because he wants to make sure that the scammer can track him down to give him his Cheez-Its reward. So he buys 7 bags and walks over to the guy because of his curiosity. And when he starts looking at him, he hides the binoculars, and Brooklyn Guy says, "No, no, no, I already saw you. I know you're with the Cheez-It Corporation." And the guy says he's not with the Cheez-It Corporation, and Brooklyn Guy says, "No, no, no, I saw your binoculars. I already got you." Then he sees a piece of paper with a bunch of numbers on it, and he thinks that it's all the Cheez-Its he's bought in his lifetime, and says that he's definitely winning the contest now. So he gives out his name, home address, and his social security number of all the information he needs, because he wants to make sure he can write it off as a gift for his taxes when he gets all of his Cheez-Its. And the scammer is literally happier than a spoiled child from the info he retrieved by an idiot. And Brooklyn Guy says that he definitely has won this contest. So he goes back home and sits on the couch with all his Cheez-Its until he gets a call from his credit card company saying that all of his cards are maxed out, and then the bank calls telling him that they're repossessing his house and that his credit is ruined, which then makes him realize there's no Cheesy Wonka, and that he finally realized the guy didn't work for the Cheez-It company, and that he was a scammer that stole his identity and all of his money. And now whenever he sees someone with binoculars, he throws haymakers, which is a powerful hit with the fist or a very hard punch, and tells the story of how he saw old ladies in the park with binoculars, and how he threw haymakers, which was after he found out they were bird watching. And when Brooklyn Guy gets back to Marvin's house trying to call the bank multiple times, the news comes on with this image of people holding signs that says wages, unfair, and strike, which is a reference to a website of how 200 SMRT bus drivers went on strike in 2012. SMRT could stand for Singapore Mass Rapid Transit, which could be the location this took place in, as they don't reveal any more info from the article. But then Goodman comes in and talks about how his employees at the credit card call center are on strike and how they won't answer anyone until their pay gets increased. And Goodman is paying 10,000 employees 50 cents an hour, and then he lowers it to 25 because Goodman got a Bugatti and they had their wages cut in order for him to pay for his Bugatti. Then he says it's selfish of them wanting more money and how his yacht is going to travel from Tahiti to Morocco without any gas. But where he's starting from Tahiti getting to Morocco is on the other side of the ocean, which means he would have to travel some distance on water, which would take some time no matter what type of yacht he has. He would have to find another boat going across land from the US or anywhere in South America. So it would be easier to just take a plane somewhere in Tahiti to Morocco, as that would take 1 to 2 days and less time to travel by yacht. But after Goodman leaves, Brooklyn Guy is still trying to call the bank when Marvin suggests that Jonathan could come over and hack into Goodman Bank and Trust website to cancel Brooklyn Guy's credit card.
Okay, well, don't you have a brother that's good with, like, computers?
Yeah, so?
Well, why don't you call him and see if he can hack into the credit card server to cancel your card?
Marvin, that's a great idea. I'll call him. I'm gonna go grab my laptop. Let's do this thing!
But when Jonathan is over with his laptop, as soon as he opens it, the laptop is off and doesn't turn on for the whole time. Otherwise, we'd see a reflection of the laptop coming from Jonathan's face. So that means Brooklyn Guy's card was never canceled the whole time. Then Jonathan tells Brooklyn Guy about the homeless guy outside with a TV, some food, and some pool supplies. But if you look at the TV, he's not actually playing the game, as we can see from his hands on the controller. Instead, they used a clip from the SML gaming channel of a live stream they did back in May this year, and one of their friends, Darko, is playing Fortnite with them from the clip. And one last detail I noticed is that when Brooklyn Guy's call fails, the answering machine's voice is from Anthony.
Right now? No, we can't do that right now. I'm gonna call back. Come on, somebody answer. I know somebody works there. Come on, it's not that busy.
We're sorry.
Fuck!
And Anthony even confirms it when he made his own reaction to this video with his wife, and even tells a story on how they originally came up with the video idea, which is shown here.
Okay, I am going to tell you guys a story. The reason we made this video is because 2 weeks ago, I went to Academy to buy some props for a video we were filming. When I was in line at Academy, and it was like right when they were closing. So, I was the last person in line, I was waiting for the cashier, and I opened my wallet, and a bunch of quarters fell out of my wallet. And I looked down, and they rolled everywhere. I was like, you know what? I don't carry cash. Those were just weighing down my pocket anyway. I'm not going to pick them up. I go and check out. While I'm leaving to go to my car, this lady comes up to me, and she says, hey, and this is like way out in the parking lot. She says, hey, do you have any change or any money? That way I can get some food. And I was like, you know what, let me look. I might have some quarters in my wallet. Already forgetting, I just dropped all the quarters in my wallet in Academy. So I open my wallet, and there's just one quarter. And I didn't want to give her just one quarter, so because I felt so bad. And I said, I'm so sorry, I don't have any cash on me. Because, you know, giving someone just one quarter just seems like a slap in the face. And I didn't want to be rude. So I go in my car, and I'm like searching through my car to find like extra change. The only change I had was in my cup holder, and I guess a drink had busted out. And the coins were all covered in like this nasty, gooey syrup. And I was like, man. And by the time I got up to ask her if she wanted it anyway, she was already gone. But that's how this video came to be, because I told everyone when I got back what happened. And Logan was like, we should make the idea, you should have given her your credit card. You don't carry cash, give her your credit card. Well, that's, I guess, what I should have done. So that's how this video idea came to be.
But those are all the Easter eggs I could find. Let me know if I missed anything in the comments. Thanks for watching, and subscribe.